What did we discuss yesterday? Different types of stages, right? Okay, so at high level, there are two types of stages are there. One is internal stage, second one is external stage. Okay, so if you want to load the data from your local, then you have to go with the internal stage. If you want to load the data from any of the public clouds, then go with the external stage. Okay, again in the internal stage, we have user stage, table stage, and the named internal stage. Okay, user stage is nothing but whenever user is created in Snowflake, the user stage will be created automatically by Snowflake. Okay, and you cannot create this one and you cannot drop this one. And to command to check the files in the user stage is @ tilde symbol, list @ tilde symbol. Okay, and table stage, whenever you create a table in the Snowflake, automatically table stage will be created, and that table stage you have to load, we have to use to load the data only into that particular table, not to the other tables. Okay, and this one also you cannot create it and you cannot drop it. Of course, when you drop a table, the stage will be dropped automatically in the backend. Okay, and the command to check this one is, I'm muting you guys. Okay, and the command to check that files is @ for table stage percentage symbol we need to use always, and the table name. The stage name is same as your stage name, right? So we have to use the table name here. Okay, and after that, the last one is named internal stage. Okay, so you can create this one, you can alter this one, you can drop this one, do whatever you want on top of this. Okay, and in again here we have permanent stage and temporary stage. Permanent is nothing but by default it is going to create a permanent stage only. Until you drop it explicitly, it will not be dropped. Whereas coming to the temporary, while creating the stage, you have to use the temp keyword so that it will create the temporary stage. And whenever you come out of that session or whenever the session is closed, the temporary stage will be dropped automatically by Snowflake. Okay, that is about the stages. And you have seen yesterday like how to like load the data into the stage, right? Okay, today I'll show you the Snowflake documentation, what they have given syntax for the put command, and what are all the different options are there to load the data. That's what I need to discuss. After that, we'll get into the other part. Okay, so this is the documentation, guys. I'm seriously telling, whenever you get a doubt in Snowflake, let's say I don't know how to write a put command, then simply don't try to search in any of the blog. Come to the documentation, try to search here. Whatever you wanted to search, you can search here. So they've given beautiful documentation, guys. Everything they've given with examples. You just try to refer that. Now, going forward in our course also, we are going to refer completely documentation only. This is the official documentation of the Snowflake, guys. Official documentation. It's not a third-party blog or it's not written by somebody else. It's official documentation of the Snowflake. Okay. Now let's say I don't know how to write the put command. Just simply search here put. That's it. And see here put command help your results you're getting, search results you're getting, right? Just try to open this one here. Just a second. Let me hide this one. Yeah. So this is the command. So uploads data files from local system to one of the following stages. That's what we understood right yesterday. If at all, if you want to upload the file to stage location, that can be named internal stage, that can be table stage, that can be user stage. That's what we have done. Okay. Now, come down. This is the syntax of the put command. What did we use yesterday? Put file : // If it is Windows environment, you need to use 2 slashes. If it is Linux environment, you have to use 3 slashes. Okay. Path to the file. I told you already, we need to give the fully qualified path of the file. After that, we need to mention the file name. That is employee_original.cs we have taken. And after that, we need to mention the internal stage. Internal means it can be like table stage, user stage, or named internal stage. It can be anything. @ symbol also we can use. @ the table name also we can use, or @ your named internal stage name also you can use. Okay, and rest of the options are optional. What are all the optionals kept in between the square brackets? Those are optional actually. Okay, now, so what is that it is going? Okay, if you don't give anything here, what it is going to take here? That's what we need to understand. Parallel equal to some integer. We are not giving this option while writing the put command. So by default, it is going to take 4. 4 parallel threads will be initiated. That's what the meaning of this. Okay, the default value, let me show you here. Parallel by default, it will give you 4. Okay, see here, what is the meaning of that? Specifies the number of threads. Number of threads means number of cores. Number of threads to use for uploading a files. This is what I was talking. If you want to go ahead and use more threads, go ahead and give more than 4 there. No problem. But by default, it is going to take 4 only. Okay, this upload process separate the batches of the data file by size. What happens, if it is a small file that is less than 64 MB, it will try to upload as an individual file directly. Okay, if it is a larger file, it will try to divide that into 64 MB chunks and it will try to upload it parallelly. Okay, so what will happen is it will try to divide that one back and 64 MB blocks and it will try to load that. Okay, see parallelism, just to achieve the parallelism, they're just trying to take that one. That's it. Nothing, no complex thing here. Okay, after that. So you can increase this value up to 99. From 1 to 99, you can have any value here. But by default, it will take 4. Let it be like that. For our practice, it's good to have 4 only. That's okay. Even if you have 1, no problem. Nothing will happen. Because we are trying to deal here small files, not the bigger files. That's okay. If you're trying to upload bigger files, then go and think about this number. Otherwise, don't think about that number. Okay? Now, come down. Auto compress. See, yesterday, once you uploaded the file into the stage location, we got in target emp underscore original.csv.gz file we got, right? What is that gz actually? Compression, gunzip compression, gunzip file. See, did I tell to put command to compress that file? No. It happened because of this particular option. The auto compression is by default is set to true. If you don't want to compress that, then make it false. Let me show you that one, how to do that. Okay, come on. I wanted to execute my command here. How to execute that one? Currently, it is disconnected. Now, how to connect this one? How to connect this? Come on, I'm asking your help. You guys can talk.
Right click on this, right click on that connection and
Okay, connector. Connector. Simply connect it. So it is connected now. Okay. Now, what you need to do is you need to use current role again here. Backend it is using account admin. Now I have to use the sysadmin role. Okay. Now I have to use the warehouse compute underscore warehouse. I have to point my worksheet to the database and schema. So for that, I'm just executing use database name dot schema name. Okay. After that, I need to write this one. Okay, I need to, let's say I'm trying to upload my file into table stage or user stage, anything you can. Let's say I'm trying to take this one. I wanted to upload my file again into this particular. Okay, now anyway we already have the same file in the user stage, right? I wanted to delete that file, guys, because when you try to execute this command, it will try to skip that file because the file is already there, right? File is already there, right? I wanted to delete this file. Do we have any command to delete that file? Okay, see, since it is following Linux kind of commands, Linux similar kind of
RM.
commands here, what is the Linux command to remove the file from a folder?
RM.
RM command. Same thing you try to use here, RM. RM, what file you wanted to delete actually? What file? emp original.csv, right? From where? From where?
User staging.
User stage, right? Now that you need to mention here at the rate tilde symbol, okay, slash. I told you, right? This is the root location of the user stage. Inside this root location only the file is landed, right? The file is located, right? Now
Yes.
you need to copy this particular file name, okay, and at the end you need to give gz. This is my original file name, right? I mean my stage file name, right?
Yes.
You need to give like this command. That's it. Okay, just use this
Shiva,
command.
one second.
Go ahead. I'm not
This one in user stage, these files are there, right? Can we
Hmm.
able to see that where located in that location?
Location means which location?
No, in the data where in the warehouse, it has to be there, right?
No, these files are not stored in the virtual arrows. These
Okay.
files are back and it is going to store in a database. Database means back and in the S3 bucket, not in the virtual arrows memory.
Oh, okay. Got it.
None of the data will be stored in the virtual warehouse RAM memory or disk memory.
Okay, so it's tagged to that storage account.
Yes.
So
Yes.
can we able to see that?
No. They don't give you that access.
Okay.
Okay, let me try to delete this file, guys. Okay, or you can simply rm at the rate stage at the rate tilde symbol so that it will delete all the files. Now file got deleted here, removed here. If you go and check, how do you check here whether file is deleted or not? How do we check that? List command, right? List at the rate. Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, list at the rate tilde symbol. That's it. Okay, and now you give that one. See, nothing is there currently. Now I wanted to upload my file again. Okay, now before I upload the file, at the end I wanted to use one property. What is that? Auto compress, right? Auto underscore compress equal to false. This is what the command I'm going to use. See, I'm not doing any wonders here. I'm just going to the documentation here. I wanted to understand the behavior of this property. That's it. Currently it is set to true. By default it is set to true. How can I confirm that one? Control F and try to come down here. Come down here. By default, what is set here? True. Now I have to make it, I wanted to make it to false. So if you make false, if you try to set that property to false here, Snowflake does not compress the files in the stage location. Okay. And if the files are already compressed, right? Your source file is already compressed, then it will not compress case again. This is one of the interview question again. If your file is from in your local itself, the file is compressed. Okay, .gz compression with that compression, actually your file is compressed. So once again it will not compress. Okay, now let me try to go and check that one. Okay, so let me execute this and see what happened. What is your target file here? emp original.csv or not? Yes. Is it compressing here? No. And what is the target size here? 717 bytes only. So in this way, you have to refer always documentation for the syntaxes, and you have to understand the other properties of the commands as well. Okay? Getting my point, everyone?
Yes, Shiva.
Okay, moving on. What about the other property? Okay, come down. Source compression. So if at all, okay, see sometimes, let's say, if it is Ganjip, it will automatically detect it, guys. But if at all, if you use other compression technique, let's say broadly, jet standard, deflate, if you try to compress your files with the help of these compression technique, your system, your Snowflake may not detect that. So by default, auto detect is there, but if it is not detecting, you need to tell to Snowflake, hey, my source file is compressed with BZ2. You please consider that file as a compressed file. That's what you need to convey. We need to talk to the database now. We need to talk to the Snowflake now. You are telling to Snowflake, hey boss, my file is already compressed. What is that compression technique? BZ2. Don't compress it again. That's what we need to tell. But by default, it will detect. If it is not detecting, you need to explicitly mention that compression technique here. See? Here, up to here. Okay. Next.
Shiva, how do we choose this compression file?
How do we choose the compression?
Compression methods. There are a lot of compression methods, right? So in real time, how do we
see,
choose this?
that file you're going to get from your source itself, right? Compressed file you're going to get directly from source itself, right? So you need to check with them what is that compression technique they're using. Okay, and as per that, you need to give that one here. Source compression equal to, let's say if it is BZ2, you need to give the BZ2. Maximum it will detect automatically, guys. But if it is not detecting, then explicitly you need to mention. Did I answer your question, Srinivas?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Moving on. Last one is overwrite equal to true or false. By default, it is false, guys. Let me show you that. Let me show you that. By default, it is false. See, by default, it is set to false actually. Now I wanted to make it true. What will happen if it is true? What will happen if it is false? Okay. Now let's try to write the default property here. So what is the default property? Overwrite equal to false. This is the default behavior. Sorry, equal to, right? My bad. Okay. Overwrite equal to false. Now let me try to execute this command once again. Then what happens here? It is simply skipping that file because the file is already present right here. If you want to overwrite this particular file in the source, so in the stage, then you have to change this property to true. Then it will simply go and overwrite this file. That's it. Now let me execute that. Let me execute that. See, it has overwritten here, and just now it is saying that the file has been uploaded. It is saying that the file has been uploaded.
Shiva, I have one doubt.
Mm-hmm.
See, override in the sense, suppose the same file, today we'll have some 100 rows. Tomorrow we'll get some 200 rows. That time it will match, it will check the name and it will override. So
Correct.
it will override the remaining 100 rows or from the scratch?
No, it will simply remove that particular existing file and it will try to place the new file into this location. That's it.
Okay, in that case, suppose if I have a huge file, so every time it should be time taken, right? Is there any other option to the?
It won't take much time. It won't take much time.
Okay, suppose for 1 GB, 2 GB.
Increase the parallel threads. That's what I told you, right?
Okay, okay.
Increase the parallel threads. You can increase up to 99, right?
Okay.
If it is a bigger file, try to increase that number.
Okay, got it. So it will delete the existing file and re-upload the new file.
Re-upload the new file. That's it.
Okay.
See, back end it will check only the file name, guys. Here, it will not check the content of the data.
Okay, got it.
Okay, if you want, you can modify the data and check from your side, your side, and check whether it is taking the newly updated data or like old data. Okay, yeah, fine. So I'll move on here. Those are all the properties, guys, here. So apart from that, any other property here? That's it. Only those properties we have to understand. That's it. Overwrite equal to true or false.
Shiva, can you explain me once again what is the behavior for what override true or false?
Okay, so if the file is already there, let's say the file is already there right here, emp_original.csv, right? Now, if I try to execute command up to here, that is auto compress equal to false. I'm not executing overwrite. So if I try to execute the command here, it is simply skipping that file. That means it is not overwriting that file. It is not writing that file into the stage location. But still forcefully, I wanted to write that file to stage location because I modified something in my file actually. Okay, if you want to write that file, new file, then try to mention at the end overwrite equal to true. Then execute this one. See, it is writing that.
So in this is the case, the The counts will be double, or it will load only for the...
No, that's what I mentioned. It will delete the old file. It will try to write the new file from the local.
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
Okay. Moving on. Yeah, that's about the put command, guys. Now it's time to understand the files which are loaded in the stage. Okay. Now yesterday I think I've loaded the data into some stage location, right? I wanted to know what stage I've created yesterday. How do I know that? I don't remember the stage name that I've created yesterday. How do I get that?
Show stages.
Show stages.
Show
That's it.
stages.
That's it. See, this is what the stage I've created yesterday. Now I wanted to check the files which are landed into this particular stage. How do I know that? List or ls command @ Siva _ stage. Execute this. See, this is my file. Okay. I wanted to read the data from this file, guys. Is it possible? Is it possible?
No.
No? Okay. It is possible actually. It is possible to read the data from this file. Okay. How do you read the data from the table?
Select command.
Select command, right? Select star from table, or select some column name from the table, right? Or select a few columns from the table, right? Same
Yes.
way here also, I'll try to use select star from, where do you want to select it? @ because we are trying to select from the stage, right? @ symbol is mandatory. What is that stage name actually? Siva stage, whatever it is there, just try to paste it here. Siva stage. In this particular stage, I wanted to read this particular file. Okay, just try to give semicolon here. Give semicolon here. And after that, you try to query this and check what is happening here. It is throwing error. I know that it will throw error. And it is saying clearly, select with no columns. Boss, I've given already star here. You have to understand this. The star is nothing but asterisk symbol is nothing but all the columns. But the data is not stored in the form of rows and columns in the file. I mean, of course, it is stored. Okay, but it doesn't recognize that. So, in order to recognize that, instead of star, you need to give always $1. Okay, that means first column. Okay, next after that $2, that is second column. So $3, that is third column. $4, fourth column. Okay, comma $5, comma total 8 columns are there. I'll try to use all the numbers here. $6, comma $7, comma $8, comma $9 also I'll give here. Intentionally I'm giving that. Okay, let me execute this command, guys, here. See what is going on. Am I able to read the data? Yes. I am able to read the data. Okay. See, $9, since we have only 8 columns in the file, I was able to see the data up to like 8th column. 9th column you have given here, but no like 9th column is there in the file. So we are getting the output as null here. This is what the syntax you need to use. The same syntax is applicable for the tables also. So even when you store the data in a table, let's say I'll try to write the command like this: select a star from, select star, right? Okay, star from emp. This is my command, right? Generally we write. Okay, now in place of star here, if you don't know column name, directly you can write here $1, comma $2 also here. That means it is going to give the data from first 2 columns. First 2, currently since we don't have any data in the employee table, that's okay. It is not showing anything. That's fine. But you can still able to query the data from the table. You can refer that columns using $1, $2, $3, and so on like that. Okay, so can we use the column names here? No, boss, you cannot do that one. You cannot use the column names here because it doesn't know like whether this is a column or data. It doesn't understand actually that. See here, in file actually I have header. This is the header part actually. If you want, I can show you that file. 1 second, let me show you. Let me go to my drive, Snowflake training files, CSV. And this is my file actually. Let me open this one in the Notepad++. This is my file. This is the header part actually. This is not my data. My header is talking about what exactly this column is about. This is employee number. I know that. So this header is talking about that actually. It's a description of the column, I can say. So this is employee name. This is job. This is manager. This is hire date. This is salary, commission, and department number. Okay. So you have to take here $1, $2, $3, and so on. How many your columns are there? You need to take that many numbers here. That's it. That is only the way.
Shiva, the star is not working because the file is in a stage itself, not loaded into table.
Not
right?
loaded into the table. See, I'm not querying the data from the table, guys. I'm querying the data from the stage.
Stages.
I
Okay,
haven't
that's why the
loaded
star.
my data into table.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you want to see the data in the stage, so we need to follow this procedure. And we need
Yes.
to give the
Yes.
column number.
Yes.
But if it is difficult, right? If we have
But we
more
don't
number
do
of
that one,
columns,
right?
like
We don't do that one, right? See, just for testing
Okay.
purpose, you do once or twice, right? That's it. We don't do it every time, right?
Correct. Okay.
Okay.
Anyway,
Now,
we work in the tables, right? That's it.
we work with the tables generally, right? Mostly.
Mm.
So there, I'll talk about a bit more about this one there. Okay. Now, what I will do is, Shiva, you were actually loading the data into this Siva stage, right? Okay. Now I don't want to load the data into Siva stage. Let's say I wanted to create a subfolder inside that one, inside and inside the subfolder, I wanted to load that file. Is it possible? Is it possible or not?
I think yes.
Yes.
How to create that subfolder?
I think by put command itself, it will be.
I think if it is a Linux system, you can direct the stage folder. Within that, you can do some make directory command.
You can mention it. Subdirectory also, subfolder also, you can mention it so that it will create on the fly and it will try to place that file, right? Same way here also, while writing the put command itself, we can mention that subfolder, and that is only the way to mention that actually. That is only the way to create a subfolder. Okay, now what I will do is, in place of this one, I'll just try to mention, in place of this table stage, I'll just simply mention here @Siva stage /emp, so that it is going to place my file, that is emp_original, into my subfolder. I wanted to confirm this actually. For that, I'm just executing this. See, the file got uploaded here. Guys, previously, I've already uploaded the data into Siva stage, right? Now, this time I'm trying to upload it into subfolder, right? Now, is it skipping the file here? Is it skipping the file?
No.
No.
Because
No.
the folder is different, right?
Folder is different, right? See, it is simply behaving like a normal file system in your laptop, right? Or desktop, right? If you try to write the same file in your laptop, you can write it in a folder. If the file is already there, it will ask you whether you want me to overwrite it or not. Same way here also. Okay, you can create any number of subfolders, guys. Okay, let me confirm that one. List @Siva stage. This is the high level command that I can use here. See here, backend, it has created the EMP subfolder also. And inside that one, my file got landed here. Okay.
So it is like a copy command. Right?
No, copy command is different. Copy command is different. I'm going to talk about the copy command also after some time. Okay, now inside this one, let's say I wanted to create one more folder, that is test. Okay, let me execute this command one more time, guys, here, and check whether it is able to load the data or not. Yes, uploaded. Data successfully uploaded. Now let me go and check the list command here. Siva stage, this one, see. EMP test subfolder is created. Shiva, every time you're executing at high level stage name only, right? Can we able to see only the test, only the files which are there in the EMP? Yes, boss. Why not? Okay, simply mention EMP here. Now check here. You're able to see only EMP. Okay, just check here. Slash. Yeah. See, slash we need to go so that it will try to go on fetch the files only in the employee subfolder. Correct or not? Able to get it or not? So this is the way of creating a subfolder in a stage. Now that is also fine. Shiva, now you are saying that select $1, $2, $3, and so on $9 right here. Now can we do some transformations here before I load the data into the target table? Can we do the transformation? Transformation is nothing but substring, using substring, or if at all if you want to concatenate two columns, or if at all if you want to like convert this string into date format, or if at all if you want to replace any null values with some other string or number. Can you do all those kind of things here before you load the data into the target table? Yes, you can do that one. Okay, now let's say I wanted to read the data from this one, guys. I wanted to read the data from this. So okay, that's okay. Before I do that one, guys, I wanted to explain one more thing here. I can do that, but it will try to throw error because let me tell you the reason also for that one. Let's say from the number I can convert because this is a string, right? How do I get it? Let's say from this one, because I wanted to take off this this one actually. That is what my concern here. Okay, let's say let's consider this one. Employee name, first 3 letters I wanted to take, guys. Employee name, first 3 characters I wanted to take. Now, how do you do that one in SQL generally? How do you do that one in SQL?
Using substring.
Substring, okay. Now come and help me here. How do you take that one? Substr, what is that function name?
Yeah, substr, $2, $3.
$1, 2, 1. Okay, 1, right? Sorry, my bad, guys. My
Here
bad.
column
Okay.
number 2, right?
2, right? Yeah. Got it. Yeah. $2, comma.
3.
Let me close the bracket here first, and after that, it'll give here $1. Okay. Now after that, what we need to give? First 3 characters.
Yeah, you have to put on 3. In the
Directly,
inside
can I mention 3 here?
Yeah.
Or you have to mention the starting from which position you have to start. That one also you need to mention.
Yeah, 1, 3.
We need to mention always 1, position always starts from the 1. That means what do you mean by this 1, 3 is you have to start the character. You have to start reading the first characters. From there, 3 positions I want. Number of positions actually. From first positions to 3 positions. Now let me execute this select command, guys, and check what you're getting here. See here, you're getting Ken, BLA, CLA, John, SEO, for SMI, like that. Okay, now this is fine. Now in the commission column, this is commission column, right? Commission column is generally number, right? I wanted to replace this null value with 0. Generally in SQL, how do you do that one? For $7, commission column is $7, right? $7, what do you do if you want to replace that null value?
You have to use NVL function.
NVL function, right? See, I told you already, mostly it will try to follow Oracle syntaxes. In Oracle, if you want to replace that null value, NVL or NVL2 or colas, these 3 functions are available currently. Okay, now I'll try to use here NVL function here. NVL of, now what we need to give here, $7, comma 0. Okay, let me close the bracket here. If I execute this one, will it execute or not? Will it execute or not?
I think we need to conversion. It's a string to integer. Number
String
to
to integer. But
No,
how do you
we just
convert
do-
it? Because commission is a string, right? It's a column name actually in my file.
Okay.
Are you getting my point? What I'm trying to say? Okay. See, first let me execute the command here. Let me execute it. See, it is throwing error.
Yeah, you have to use callSig function to convert the data type.
No, I don't want to use that because my commission is a string. Commission is a number.
Because
And
as
column
we
data type
created,
seems to be string, right, in the table.
Because of one value, the entire column it is treating as string, right? Correct or not? So my intention is here. This is what I was telling. If I start using the transformations here, it will throw error. This is what I was telling. Now, what I have to do here is you have to remove this particular thing, guys. This header part, so that I can happily go ahead and do some transformations on my data, not on the header part. Header is always your like a string only, right? Generally, header always represents the description of the data, right?
yeah,
Correct or not? So you need to take out this one. I don't want to consider this line at all. Then how do you do that? That's what my question. Okay, let me change it back to the this one. Substring also I'm trying to remove, guys. I'll come back to this one again. Okay, let me execute this one once again. Yeah, now come and tell me how do we do that one. Yesterday I've given clue also to you guys. Now with that knowledge, you tell me how do you do that. Any clue? Any clue? Just guess it. Just guess it. No problem. Even if you're not able to guess
equal
it.
to false.
Some outer array.
Where?
Drop. Outer array.
Outer array, na?
File format.
Do we need to mention any minus symbol here?
Someone was saying that file format. Who is that? I don't know. Someone was giving the clue. Okay, without file format, can't we do that? Can't we do that? Your voice is too low. I don't know who is talking.
That I'm not sure about that.
Okay. No problem. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to say is, here you can use file format or you can use the stage options. Okay. Yesterday, I told you how to check the options of the stage, right? How to check that? How to check the properties of the stage? Options of the stage? Huh?
Description.
Describe or desk. Anything is okay. Describe or desk. Desk what? Desk of what? Desk of what?
Stage name.
Stage. Your stage name. Stage name is this one only. Let me execute this one. See here. One of the properties skip header right here. Skip header is actually what? 0, right? That means it is not skipping any lines right here. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So we need to check. We need to set this property. Okay.
Well, it will change itself.
By editing, by altering the stage property. Okay. Right. But generally, we don't do that. Okay. Now, I wanted to make my stage as I wanted to keep my stage as it is. Because I wanted to make it generic actually. On top of my stage, I have to create a file format. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? I have to create a file format. Shiva, you are telling too many things here. You are saying file format, you are saying stage, and you are saying table. What is this? Don't get confusion, guys, here. Stage, I don't want to change the properties of the stage. The same properties I can show you in the file format. You can play with this, like all these things, all these kind of behaviors in file format. Okay, let me show you how to create a file format here. Okay, so for that, you need to write command like this. Create or replace also you can use, or create file format. Okay, my file format name is CSV underscore file underscore format. What type of files I'm trying to deal here actually? What type of files I'm dealing here?
CSV.
CSV files only, right? Okay. I'm trying to give that name as CSV file format. You can give any name, guys, here. There is no guarantee that there is no rule that you have to use only this naming convention here. Okay, just try to go ahead and use any naming convention here. Okay, file format, create file format. If not exists, this is what you need to write. Okay, now here at the end, type equal to CSV. Capital letters you try to mention. That's a good practice actually. Okay, now let me try to execute this one. See, my file format got created. Whether it is created or not, how do I know? How do I know?
Show file formats.
Show file formats. That's it. That's it. Just execute this command here. See, file format is created or not. Now here, you need to describe this file format. Desk or describe, anything is okay. File format, you wanted to describe this file format. What is that like a file format you want to describe actually? CSV underscore file underscore format. This is what I wanted to describe actually. Let me execute this one. Oh, sorry, my bad. CSV underscore right here. Underscore, yeah. Now let me execute this one and see same properties you're able to see here or not. Same properties here also we have skip header option is there or not? Yes. So instead of altering the stage, you are supposed to alter the format, file format. Now come and tell me, currently by default it is taking skip address 0. Okay, 0 here. Okay. Now I wanted to make this value as 1. Currently default value is 0 and current value is also 0. I wanted to make this value 0. Default value is always 0 here. I wanted to change this property actually. Now how to alter that? How to alter that?
Alter command.
Okay, alter. How do you alter the table generally in traditional
Alter
databases?
table name.
In the same way, alter file format. Okay, file format name. What is the file format name? CSV underscore file underscore format. What do you want to alter actually? Set. What is that you wanted to set actually? Skip header property I wanted to set, guys. Okay, give that one. Equal to what is that value you wanted to overwrite actually here? 0. Initially it was 0. I wanted to overwrite that one with the 1. That's it. Now you have to execute this command here so that it will change the property of that one. See, the property got mod. See, guys, actually, if you execute your commands here, you will not able to see the message properly here. But if you try to execute your command in the Snowflake, you will see the message clearly here. Okay, let me show you that once again. You can edit it a number of times, no problem. Just a second. Yeah, now let me execute this. See what it is giving? Statement executed successfully. See, this you're getting, this one you're getting because of the DBR settings actually. In the DBR, you'll get like this one. Okay, if it is a successfully executed, it will always say that updated rows are 0. Then you need to understand it is successfully executed. Okay, do not think that, okay, it is updating something. No, it's not like that. Whenever command is successfully executed, it will say that updated rows are 0. That's it. If at all, if you want to check these kind of things, you need to go and execute in a Snowflake web interface. Then it will give the message clearly. Are you getting my point? Okay, now moving on. So whether it got modified or not, how do I check that one again? We need to describe it again, right? Now describe this one. See, current value is 0 and default value is 0, current value is 1. Now, Shiva, you have changed this file format, okay? How this file format is linked to my command? Pause. This is a separate object that we have created in a Snowflake. Now, we need to make use of this particular object in a command. Now, what you need to do is at the end, you need to mention within brackets, you need to convey it to the Snowflake. Hey, I am trying to use the file format, okay, equal to greater than symbol we need to use here. That means file format equal to CSV underscore file underscore format. This is what we need to write. Underscore, sorry, my bad. Yeah, this is what the command you need to write. If you mention this property at the end for the select command, it will understand that, okay, before it actually gives the data, displays the data to us, it will try to consider the properties of the file format. If you don't want to mention this one, you try to change the properties in the stage itself. But generally in the real time, we'll try to change the properties in a file format, not at this stage level. We have to always make stage as a generic.
Shiva, one quick question. So when you say there's file format what you created on the stage, right? So that is
No,
not
not on the top of stage actually. File format is a separate object.
Right,
I
right.
wanted to use that one on top of my select query.
Okay, so you can associate that to any things, any other command, right? Whatever.
No,
All
you
the
have to
commands.
use that one here on in the command
Okay.
itself. That you cannot associate it. You cannot link it to object actually, other object.
Okay.
Okay, this is only the way you have to like use the file format.
So, Shiva, is this only while processing the records? I mean, while selecting the records only, right? We are not changing anything at.
See, while writing the data into table, actually, you can write directly insert command case right here. Okay, insert into EMP, select all these columns from this one. See, while inserting, generally, while creating the table, you have mentioned salary is a number, right? But if you don't mention this one, employee number is a string column, right? Actually, can you write the string into number column?
No.
You cannot do that one, right? You have to take the file format in order to handle it properly. If every column is a string column, then you can happily do that one, no problem. You're not getting an issue. But what if the columns are having different data types? Are you trying to understand, correlate it?
Yeah.
Okay, so for that, now I will try to execute this command and observe the difference between the previous command and this command. Am I able to see the header part here? Am I able to see the header part? Come down and check here. Total 15 records are there. Even in my file also, total 16 are there, including my header part. Correct or not? This is my file or not? Is it reading in the same way or not here? Header it is skipping or not? How it is skipping? Because of whom it is skipping? Because of the file format it is skipping.
So this object can be used for other file data as well. It's a common for
It's a
across all
common,
the
it's a
files.
one-time activity. So you
Okay.
can create the file format only once and use it anywhere.
That is only for .csv files, right?
Only for the .csv. For the JSON, you have to create a separate file format. For XML, you have to create a separate file format. For Parquet, you need to create a separate file format. For Avro, you need to use the same separate file format. For ORC also, you need to create the separate file format.
How will come to know these are the file formats available support by Snapflow?
Okay, good question. Okay, now so you have written here list show command right here. Where is that show command? This is the show file formats, right? Now how does we know that it is actually related to CSV? What is that column? This is indicating a type.
Yeah,
CSV. That means all CSV related properties are actually are there in the file format. Are you getting my question? My point. So with this one, you have to know all the file format options you can see here. Okay.
okay. While creating file format itself, type equal to you mentioned CSV, right?
You can mention this skip header equal to true also here directly.
I can mention even ABC also, right?
No. You're not supposed to take that one. But
Because
even if you don't mention type equal to CSV here, by default it will take CSV one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Shall I mention the multiple formats in the same object?
No. Okay. For one file format, for one type of file, one file format only. That's it.
Can we
See.
see in document? I mean, file formats. I mean, type equal to CSV.
Definitely, definitely you can see that one. See, what I will do is I'll just close this one here. I'll search here, file format. I'll just try to search here. Execute this. Sorry, enter this. See, show create file format. This is the command we are trying to check right here. Now this is the command, guys. Create or replace. We did not use that one, right? Anyway, it is optional right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Temporary file format also you can create, but generally I'm trying to create a normal file format here. File format. If not exist, we have already used here. Let me try to copy this command, guys, here. Notepad, so that I can see it clearly. This is the one actually. Okay, if not exist, I'm using here. File format name I have used here, right? Okay, after that, type equal to CSV, either CSV or JSON or Avro or ORC or Parquet or XML.
Okay.
Okay, after that, if at all, if you want to mention skip header equal to true or blah 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 some other option, you can mention that one, no problem.
Got it.
Getting my point?
Thank you.
Okay, so I see, I always follow documentation. Okay, I'll not go beyond the documentation here. Okay, now anyway, so what I'll do is I'll just go here. Now I'm able to read the data properly here. That's okay, fine, absolutely fine. Now you try to do transformation on top of the data. What you have to do is you have to select the query here. Now I wanted to apply NVL function on top of like this one, seventh column. Now how do I do that one? Because this is the department number, this is commission column, right? Now on top of seventh column, I can go and use NVL of $7, $0. Close this one. Now execute this one happily. See, is it replacing null with the 0 or not? Yes. Shiva, we don't know what is this $1, $2. We don't understand what exactly it is pointing. If you want to mention the alias names for this column, can we mention that one? Alias names in SQL. Column alias names can we mention?
Yes.
How do we mention that one?
As
Right? $1 as, what is that first column? Employee number or not? Sorry, employee EMP number or not? Correct or not? Okay, what is that second column? Okay, as E name or not here? Correct or not? Okay, this column I wanted to mention as commission or not? You can happily mention like this. Okay, now let me execute this command, guys. Here the output you can see employee number, E name and commission here. I mean, you can mention the other columns as well happily, no problem. That means in the stage actually you can mention the alias names as well. Am I making sense? Okay.
But all we are doing at the stage level.
I'll tell you. Okay, you'll understand that one. Why I'm trying to do that one. Okay, you'll understand that. Don't worry. Okay.
Got it.
So I mean, before you load the data, if at all, if you want to handle certain things, right, you have to handle here itself. See, some few things are there, right? Like if at all, my date column is not properly organized. Okay, this is a string from source. Actually, you're getting in the form of string. Now I have to convert it into date format, like in the table. Then you have to handle that one right here.
Got it.
Okay. Now, generally in the traditional SQL databases or the latest database also, we can mention the alias name for the table name also, right? Correct or not? Can we mention that one or not? Okay, let me show you here. Okay, employee E.
Yeah, we can mention.
Okay, now E dot. What is that first column? Employee number or not? Can I mention like this?
Yeah.
You can mention, right? Same way here also, what I will do is I'll just take the alias name as T. See, anything you can take here. Okay, here what I need to do is T dot $1. Okay, just execute this. Okay, let me change this one from here to here because at the end we need to mention. Sorry. Okay, now execute this one. What happens here? See, am I able to get it or not? Am I able to get it or not? That means if we have the department data in other stage, can we go and join those two tables, those two stage fields as well before you load the data into table? Can we do that?
Yeah.
You can happily do that, no problem. No problem. So table alias is also supported here. That's what I wanted to mention here. Column aliases are supported, table aliases are supported, transformations are supported. Whatever you're able to do in SQL on top of table, you can do in stage level also. Okay, that's what I wanted to convey here. Okay, fine, Shiva, you're telling these many things. Finally, when do you load the data into table? First, come and tell me that. That's what you guys are eagerly waiting. That's what you guys are thinking. Now, let me try to load this data into table. Okay. For that, what you need to do is you need to write actually. Okay, yesterday you understood one architecture, right? Data loading architecture, right? So, what was the command you have seen in the documentation? Where is that diagram actually?
Copy.
So yesterday we have written already put command, right? On top of stage, if at all if you want to load this data, stage data into target table, what is that command we need to write? Copy into command. Okay. Now how to write that one? Copy into space we need to give. Copy into where? Where do you want to copy the data? Employee table only, right? Employee table or not? Employee table or not? From where do you want to copy the data? Stage, right? Okay. Now, how do you represent that one? So you need to take this particular one, copy as it is from here, and you need to paste it here. Okay. If you try to directly load this data, the header also will get loaded or not here?
Yes.
Okay. So in order to avoid that one, what we need to involve here?
File format.
File format we need to involve or not. So for that, I'm trying to copy here in the select command. Actually, what did I take the symbol here? Arrow symbol I've taken or not here? Equal to greater than symbol I've taken or not? Now, if I try to take as it is here, it will try to it will throw error. Okay, so let me prove that one. If I execute this particular command as it is here, it will throw error because this symbol is not recognized here. So in the copy command, if at all, if you want to mention file format without greater than symbol, you need to mention. That means file format equal to CSV file format. That's it. If I execute this one, see, did I mention, hey, load all these columns like $1, $2, $3, and so on into table? Did I mention anywhere that here?
No.
No. But what happens, it will try to take all the columns from this file and it will simply skip that first record and it will try to load the data into the employee table automatically. Okay, let me execute this command here and check. See how many records are loaded into my target table actually? 15 records. Now, can we go and check that one? Where is that employee table? Let me write the query here. Yeah. So this is the command. Okay, let me write it firstly here. Okay, what is the command you need to write to check the data in the table? Select star from EMP. Execute this one. See, am I able to see the data? Yes. When did I load the data? Just now, boss. How did you load the data? With the help of copy into command. Where is that copy into command? This is the one.
So Shiva, before loading the data into table. If we need any transformation and all, we are doing the file parameter. Right?
Not in the file transformations. You have to do in the select command actually. Now you have to use. Now, okay, I'll talk about that one also. Hold on. I got your point. Where do you do the transformation if this is the case? That's what your question?
Yes.
So what you have to do is here you're telling to Snowflake, hey, you take all the columns as it is and try to load it. Now, in place of this one, we need to put this one in a brackets here. Okay, here you need to write select command, whatever the select command you wanted to write, right? So select $1, comma $2, comma $3. Okay, from this one you need to write it. You need to write the select command in between these brackets.
Can we use the alias name? We have given alias name.
You can do whatever you want.
Instead of all this lengthy statement, can we mention simply alias name?
Where do you want to mention that?
Oh, okay. We are doing column level. Got it. Understand.
See, first column in the employee will map to the $1.
Understand. Got it.
Okay, this one you need to write. Tomorrow I'll show you this one, not now. Okay, I'll try to execute the similar kind of query. Okay, since you asked that question, I was trying to answer that. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Let me remove this. Okay, yeah, that's all guys for today. Now tell me, come on, help me here. What did we discuss so far? What did we discuss?
A good explanation, Shiva.
Thank you.
About documentation. Different types.
See, everything you guys have to refer the documentation, guys. Please do that one. Try to have it. See, I'll make you I'll make you to do that one before we end the course. Okay, so you have to refer that. Don't follow any other blog. Don't follow any other thing. Just follow documentation. That is more than enough. Why I'm insisting you to do that one is you will get certification questions purely from documentation. You will learn lot of subject from the documentation, guys. Really, I'm talking. I got all these points, whatever I'm talking in the class, purely from the documentation. Okay, please follow the documentation. Okay, now we understood how put command options, and after that, we understood this one, the put command different properties. After that, we understood how to create the subfolder, and after that, we understood how to create a how to do transformations. We understood file format creation and how to alter the file format properties, and after that, we understood the transformations on top of stage data. Okay, and after that, we understood the alias names and all. And after that, we understood the copy into command. See, in the copy into command is not yet over, guys. We need to discuss this copy into command for 2 days. Different variants are there in the copy into command. In the copy into command, you observe here how lengthy it is properties. Let me try to show you that one. Copy into. Okay, hit enter here. Copy into table. Yeah, this is the one. See how lengthy it is. All these properties we need to understand. Next 2 days, I'm going to talk about this copy into command only. This is very, 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 very important. Okay. That's all, guys.
Can you execute copy command
one
more time?
Go ahead, Mahesh.
Can you execute copy command one more time?
One more time, huh? Okay. It will not load the data, guys. I know. Okay. But don't ask me why it will not load. Tomorrow I'll explain the same concept again. Because it is loading 0 records here. I know the reason. I'll explain the reason tomorrow.
Okay. That's what my question was. Thank you.
Metadata, because of the metadata. I know you will get that question. Okay, next.
When you say metadata, it's a kind of a checksum.
Yes.
Right. In the background.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Next.
Shiva, is there any Snowflake proprietary book?
No.
Yes or no?
No,
Yeah.
I don't
Can I
think
share
so.
my screen? I do have Snowflake book.
Book, huh? Okay. Cookbook or normal Snowflake book?
Yeah, it's not a documentation. No, it's not.
No,
So,
it's a no. I know one cookbook is there. Snowflake cookbook is there where
no,
we get all the
no, it's not a
examples.
cookbook. No.
Okay. You guys
So,
can share it. No problem. Okay.
so this is
Let
a
me.
proprietary book, and they don't share it to anyone.
Okay.
Only they give it to the clients.
Okay. That I don't know really. Really, I don't know.
Yeah. Since I am working on currently on Snowflake side, so can I share my screen?
You can. I'm making as a host here. Yeah, you can share your screen. No problem.
Because I like your explanation really. So, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see. Yeah.
So this is not a documentation, sir. No, this is not.
No, this is not the documentation. I think examples they have taken and they're trying to explain everything here.
Yes.
So this is the proprietary book of the Snowflake. This is written by whom? Can you go to the top page?
Yeah, it has a license.
Okay. It's a Snowflake one only. Yeah.
Yes.
They're clearly saying copyrights belongs to Snowflake one. Yeah.
Yes, it has some copyrights issue.
Yeah. Got it.
So I can share it to you, sir.
Yeah, definitely.
So whoever comes, you can share it to our team so that it can be helpful.
Yes.
All our examples. This is not a documentation. These are pure examples.
Yeah.
Live examples.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you share it to me also if you okay?
Yeah, everyone. I'll share it in a group.
Yeah,
guys,
I can share it to Shiva.
And
then
okay.
you can take it.
Thanks, Ram.
These are all samples.
Yeah. I'll try to follow this book also, guys, because I'll get little more examples from this.
Yes.
Yeah, I can talk bit more.
Nearly 400 pages.
I'll go through it definitely.
Yes.
One more book is also there. You can download it from the Google. That is Snowflake Cookbook.
Cookbook. Yeah.
That is also very good book actually. When I was learning it initially, Snowflake, when I was learning 5 years back, I used to follow that book actually.
Okay.
Very good examples they used to give.
Okay. This is not available outside. Proprietary.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you. I will share it to you, Shiva.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Any other question, guys?
Yeah, if possible, share it to on WhatsApp so that.
Yeah. You can stop sharing, Rama. We're able to see your. Yeah, I'll share it with everyone, guys. No problem.
Yeah, I can share it to Shiva.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all, guys. Any other question? If you have, you can. Tomorrow also we have class, guys. Okay. I'll give you time to you guys till tomorrow, and after that you guys can decide whether to continue this batch or not. Okay.
Shiva, one more question.
Yeah. Go ahead.
How do we consider a session here? Like when you connect a Snowflake, is it considered as one session here?
One worksheet is nothing but one session, I can say.
One worksheet is a session.
Nothing. One session, yes. See, every time you open worksheet, what will happen? It will go and create a, I can say, session in the backend to talk to the database. Okay. Not only Snowflake, guys. Even you take any database, actually, backend it is going to create a session to talk to the database. It will establish the connection actually here. Okay. The more the number of worksheets you're opening, the more the sessions you're trying to create to talk to the database.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. See, if you don't do that one, multiple people cannot able to work simultaneously, right? Correct or not? If only one session is talking to the database every time, how can multiple people work parallelly, concurrently?
Correct.
So that is the reason why they have to introduce that parallelism. I mean, I would say concurrent sessions. Yeah.
So, is there any maximum limitation?
No,
for
no,
that?
no, 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 no limitation on that.
And if any performance issue hits with
No,
database level,
no.
we don't
Even
have
1,000 people are trying to access the Snowflake database. Even 1% of the performance also will not go down. 1% also, not even 1%. That is the beauty with the Snowflake.
because of that compute.
Compute is separate, right?
Yeah.
See, compute and storage both are completely decoupled in Snowflake. But whereas if you take traditional database, both are coupled, tightly coupled, right?
Yeah.
That is only the reason. See, even if you try to see what happens in the traditional database, your server hardware has to go and talk to your database, right?
Yes.
Okay, the same server same server hardware is being used by multiple users, correct or not? If multiple people are trying to access that database,
Yes.
it has to share the resources of that server or not to multiple people.
Yes.
Yes, but here what happens? You can create any number of virtual resources. You can go and access that data from the database through any number of warehouses, and all the warehouses are independent to each other, separate hardware to each and every warehouse. Then is there any chance of performance degradation? Are you assuming what I'm trying to say? Are you getting?
But so Snowflake is achieving by giving the dedicated VMs to get everything, right?
Correct. Dedicated VM is nothing but okay. Once I discuss about the virtual errors concept, you'll understand that one. Okay. For now, you just understand Snowflake will not performance will not go down in Snowflake. Even 1,000 people are trying to access parallelly. Just remember that point.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now, once we get into that one, I'll tell you why it is happening like that. Yeah. Any other question, guys? Yeah, that's all. Let me stop recording the session.